And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Ask the Visual Media Archive, introduced as usual by Nicholas.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Visual Media Archive once again. I'm Nicholas, and today I'll be answering your questions once again. So in that case, let's go. Aminility asks, number 1, do you have Trackmaster or Tommy Thomas? Well, believe it or not, many years ago when I was a child, I used to have a collection of Tommy Tamika World Thomas and Friends toys back in the day when I was a child. I used to have them every Christmas or every birthday when I was a young kid, and that was such a long time ago. But nowadays, I still collect a lot of Thomas the Tank Engine Ertl models from the 1990s and 2000s, believe it or not. 2. Do you recreate stuff? Yes, I do recreate stuff, including old logos from VHS and DVDs, and the list goes on forever. And that's pretty much it, I could say. 3. What's your favourite cartoon character? I believe, well, my favourite cartoon characters would have to be Mickey Mouse, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Sylvester and Tweety, Popeye, and of course, Woody Woodpecker. 4. Do you also have Wooden Railway Thomas? Actually, I never owned any of the Thomas Wooden Railway stuff because, well, that was back in the day when Learning Curve used to have a lot of Thomas Wooden Railway stuff back in the 90s and 2000s, believe it or not. 5. What is your rarest item? Well, my rarest item would have to be, well, some public domain cartoon VHS tapes, and a lot of VHS tapes and DVDs that contain children's programs from Britain, I suppose, and pretty much all I could say. Quarter 2.0 asks, what's your opinion on the Magic Ball 1971? Well, believe it or not, it's a really interesting partially found British children's TV show from the early 1970s that got 3 international awards. Only 12 of 26 episodes were found. And believe it or not, I believe Fabulous Films UK would have released all 26 episodes of The Magic Ball from 1971 onto DVD and Blu-ray if it were to be fully restored and remastered for the first time ever. Anlaw4527 asks, can you show me some pictures of some Greek VHS tapes and DVDs? Well, here's a sample. Okay, moving on. 2. Do you have any amazing VHS tapes or Hi-Five DVDs? Well, I have 3 Hi-Five DVDs, especially only one Amazing Animals VHS tape that I already owned. And that's pretty much I could say. 3. What are your thoughts on these VHS tapes? Well, I did used to have Spider I'm Only Scary 'Cause I'm Harry on VHS, but now I've got it on DVD. And I also still have new BBC Toy Box on VHS as well. But as for Playday's Winter Adventure on VHS, it's very rare and so hard to find on eBay and so expensive that it was released exclusively on a magazine back in 1997. And I don't have that on VHS either. As for My Friend Angel Mouse, well, I don't have that on VHS tape, but hopefully Fabulous Films UK were to release it on DVD and Blu-ray, all 26 episodes, I believe. And also for the greatest BBC children's video ever, I've got that on VHS as well, and it was fabulous. Although they didn't put Postman Pat on a VHS tape, because they just replaced it with the clangers. I don't understand. But anyways, moving on. 4. What are your thoughts on these DVDs? Well, I've already got 2 Cult Kids Classics DVDs with The Sooty Show, Danger Mouse, Count Duckula, and so on. And I also have Children's Favourites Bumper Special on DVD as well. And I've also got Milkshake Treats and Fire Engine Fred, Bug Alert Numbers. And I did used to have Fireman Sam Action Stations. And I've already got the complete Bagpuss on DVD together with the complete Ivor the Engine and Series 1 of The Clangers. And I don't have any of the Harry Hill's TV Burp DVDs, I'm afraid. 5. Do you have the Dora the Explorer DVD collection 1 to 32? Well, I have a few Dora the Explorer DVDs, I guess. That's all I can say. Moving on. Harry QM7YB asks, any signs of Joe being released on DVD as a 1970s British children's cartoon series? Well, I'm thinking of Fabulous Films UK to release the entire collection of episodes from the 1970s British children's TV series Joe, which was originally shown on BBC television back in the 70s, I believe. Now moving on, sorry, I'm just scratching my nose. Moving on, we have VHS and Story Uploader 89 Lives, who asks, 1. If the Thomas the Tank Engine 2026 series is announced, would you do a live stream of it? Maybe, perhaps, because if it's a 2026 revival, which has stories adapted from the Railway series books by the Reverend Wilbert Awdry and his son Christopher, then I would love to see it. But if it's actually based on All Engines Go or Big World Big Adventures, which is too kid-friendly like or something, but, well, I would not like that at all, because it might ruin the legacy of the Reverend Wilbert Awdry and Britt Allcroft and of course, the British narrator of Thomas and Friends, Michael Angelus, perhaps, and of course, David Mitton, who was the director of the Thomas and Friends TV series. 2. Should Easy Peasy People get a TV show? Because I'd love to be attached to that project. Well, I'm thinking of Bob Godfrey Films to animate all the episodes of Easy Peasy People to be shown on television, like if it was either on Channel 4 or BBC, or rather Children's ITV, perhaps. 3. Wouldn't it have been really funny if there was a kids' book narrated by Ronnie Corbett with additional voices by Jill Schilling? I ask that so I could make a Mr. Men and Little Miss and Timbuktu joke or something. Well, yes, of course. That would have been a great idea. Maybe, for example, I don't know, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments. 4. Have you got a favourite legendary Pokemon? My favourite legendary Pokemon would have to be Mewtwo, of course, because he was the villain of the first Pokemon movie from 1998, I suppose. So, yeah. 5. Who's your least favourite F-Zero racer if you've ever played it? Well, I don't have a least favourite F-Zero racer, perhaps, but I'll tell you what. My most favourite F-Zero racer character would have to be Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon, perhaps. And I really like his catchphrase, you know, Falcon Punch, which existed on the Super Smash Brothers video game. Sorry, Super Smash Brothers video game. Yes, of course. Well, anyways, that's all for this episode, but hopefully I will see you in the next episode, and make sure you put 5 questions in the comment section below. Ta-ta, farewell, bye for now, and see you next episode. Bye.